Section 16 rollover. 10-4, CDI rollover.
On November 2nd, 2024, while patrolling, the Florida Highway Patrol was alerted that a blue Kia had fled from Tallahassee police. Without hesitation, troopers spotted the suspect vehicle and launched a high-speed pursuit, turning the quiet roadway into a tense battleground of flashing lights and roaring engines.
He ran the left side of the car.
Where's he at? He said eastbound on Tennessee.
From where?
Pit, ARP admission. All right, he got out of it. Continued westbound. All right, turn on to Blunt.
Hey, just an FYI, we got Highway 20 blocked, just west of Indian Church, if it comes this way.
All right, there was another pit attempt. In front of Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, 2 pit attempts, unsuccessful. Vehicle is eastbound Tennessee Street.
The Kia tore through lanes, slamming into patrol cars and dodging pit attempts with reckless precision. But as it neared Pensacola Road, an officer struck with perfect timing. One sharp pit sent the car spinning violently across the asphalt before it screeched to a dead stop.
Another pit attempt, Pensacola Street. Front of Granger. Looks like bailout. Looks like you might be giving up.
The moment the Kia came to a stop, officers moved in fast, pulling the driver and 2 passengers from the vehicle and placing them under arrest. A search uncovered 75.5 grams of marijuana hidden inside. The driver, identified as Malik Aziz Miller, along with passengers Kendrick Kelly and Javen Stanley, were all booked into the Leon County Detention Center on multiple felony charges.
On August 29th, 2022, while on patrol in Glendale, police spotted a stolen Volkswagen along Northport Washington Road. They immediately notified the backup unit and activated their emergency lights to initiate a pursuit.
It's gonna go east on Marne, east on Marne, closing it. East on Marne, it's got no tire, east on Marne past Yorkwood, which is red. Plates Adam Mary Edward, the 6. She gets occupied 4 times. Come up to Lydell.
68, I'm behind you, I'll call it. We're still eastbound on Marne, coming up to Lydell, slowing down here. We're gonna go southbound on Lydell now. Here in the 4800 block of Lydell, still going, coming up to Hampton.
68, get in front, get him.
Yep, we're southbound. Alright, still, here comes the pit, and...
Off the road into the park, and they're gonna be bailing here.
What are we doing, Slade?
The car then drove into a park in an attempt to evade the police, but the effort failed, worsening his charges. Authorities are expected to arrest him soon. After a forceful police maneuver, the car came to a stop when it struck a utility pole. The 4 occupants, including a teenager, were arrested and escorted to the county jail to face related charges.
On September 11, 2025, at about 9:50 a.m., Trooper Price was advised by dispatch that the Sequoia County Sheriff's Office and Roland Police Department were pursuing a Jeep Wrangler eastbound on Interstate 40 toward Arkansas in connection with a counterfeit money investigation. At the time, Trooper Price was traveling westbound on I-40 near the 2-mile marker. He positioned his patrol car in the median at the state line to deploy spike strips, but the pursuit passed his location before he could act. Price then re-entered traffic, caught up with the suspect near the 2-mile marker, and notified dispatch that he had taken the lead.
Yeah, full passenger rest area, speed 90. Yeah, 29, passing Walmart. Careful. Yeah, 452. Yeah, 494. Yeah, 429, I'm going to say you're right at the 5, just in case he tries to dip off right here.
I'm going to try to wait until we get past this school. Hospital's in possession right now. I don't want TBI in our air case, give a bolt, shooting or something. I'm going to wait for the school before we do that.
Yeah, well, I'm right over the underpass, so whenever you're getting close, you know he's not going to exit. Let me know how I got wrong.
We're past the 5 right now. He missed the exit.
Yeah, full passing the 5. Alright, I'm getting on. I'll be with you in a second. Simple. I'll work with you. Yeah, well, we're about to 50 eastbound. Speed 107. Put out there. Cover up for 7. Simple. Going over to TBI. Simple.
The Jeep continued east at speeds between 95 and 120 miles per hour, weaving through traffic. Trooper Eric Hogue joined the pursuit at the 7-mile marker. The suspect then exited onto Interstate 540 southbound at exit 7. At the 2-mile marker on I-540, Trooper Price attempted a pit maneuver when the suspect slowed, but the driver regained control and continued south.
TBI, circle. Still southbound. Pass Cloverleaf. Careful, that's the careful, pass Cloverleaf. Speed 98. Careful, speed 98. 11's at 3.
You got stocks out?
Hey, we're coming out to you, 11. Speed 85.
11, do you have stocks out, yes or no?
Working on it.
Right there, the Jeep. Man, don't do that.
I don't think you get it. Sure, no. Fourteen 44th guy just by, let him know that he's swerving in the down, trying to stop the TBI. Motor check. Simple. Go over TBI. TBI. 1316 roll. 10-4 TBI rollover.
After crossing the Arkansas River Bridge, Trooper Price executed a second pit maneuver. The Jeep spun counterclockwise into the median, then clockwise onto its driver's side, sliding across both lanes before striking the guardrail and coming to rest in the northeastbound right lane. Trooper Price observed the driver reaching inside the vehicle, prompting officers to approach with weapons drawn and order him to exit. The suspect crawled out from the passenger side, climbed onto the vehicle, and was pulled to the ground. He complied with his right hand, but kept his left hand near his waistband. Believing he might be reaching for a weapon, Trooper Price deployed his conducted electrical weapon, allowing officers to handcuff him safely. The driver, identified as Maurice A. Gonzalez of Georgia, was taken into custody without further resistance. A search of the Jeep revealed a meth pipe, a small amount of methamphetamine, a digital scale, marijuana, and a grinder. Gonzalez now faces multiple serious charges.
He's getting back on the road.
On July 14, 2024, Trooper Jonathan Bass spotted a vehicle exceeding the speed limit during patrol. As Trooper got closer and activated lights and sirens, the driver took off, sparking a high-speed pursuit. Later, it was discovered that the driver was Charles Odom, a registered sex offender.
They've continued down here to the 29. Give this a minute. Southbound.
Yeah, where are you at?
Coming up on the 29 southbound. We're going to go ahead and show me 37. In 37. He's southbound, 98 miles an hour. Coming up on 27. closer to H28 location on TDI. I don't know what the
At this point, the suspect was going about 100 miles per hour. When the trooper attempted to get closer, the suspect overtook a vehicle ahead and accelerated even more.
He's passing on the right. Traffic's still doing good. We're at 112. Traffic's still going over. Staying in the left lane. Not driving fast or anything. Just high rate of speed. Alright, he's moved over to the right lane. I'll let you know if he's at the exit. I get up here close to you, let me know. You can take over radio. I'll get up here and take him out.
The trooper closed in once again, preparing for a pit maneuver. But with other vehicles on the road, it wouldn't be an easy job. Timing had to be perfect to avoid putting innocent drivers at risk.
He's getting back on the road. I just crashed him out.
After the first pit maneuver, the suspect tried to recover, but a second trooper reacted immediately, ensuring the vehicle was stopped. Charles Odom was taken into custody and charged with multiple offenses, including felony fleeing, driving with a suspended license, and several traffic violations. Odom had multiple warrants for his arrest. Additionally, he is a registered Level 3 sex offender for second-degree sexual assault.
It's 1 p.m. on August 29, 2024. An Arkansas State Police trooper attempts to stop Christopher Trimtalapenny for traffic violation. Penny pulls over into a service station for a moment, but then he flees the moment the trooper exits his vehicle.
Hot Springs. 1037. It's a black Charger, North Carolina tags, King Adam 1309. Eastbound at the 78. coming up on you. Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't you freaking move, you hear me? You hear me? Put your hand behind your back.
Oh, shit, right. Damn. Oh, you had to put your knee in me like that, man?
Yeah, I did.
God,
driving
man.
like an idiot.
Like a, man, I ain't hurt nobody. You just damn near knocked the breath out of me.
Get up. Get up.
You dragging me on the ground, man.
Get up.
I'm trying. You dragging me on the ground. That's why I didn't want to pull over. I'm fucking scared.
Scared.
Hell yeah.
Hot Springs, I got him 15. We're going to be at the 87. Also, I'll need a 1011 for my vehicle and his.
Troopers took Penny into custody without further incident and transported him to the Clark County Detention Center. Penny was arrested and was sentenced to 20 years in prison for fleeing in a vehicle and causing danger.
On October 6, 2025, Bath Township Police initiated a pursuit of a man suspected of being armed and involved in a domestic violence incident. Officers spotted him driving a silver SUV in Ingham County, prompting the chase.
He's grabbing something out of the passenger seat. He's a single occupant, speed 200. Still left lane, approach Boulevard. He's grabbing something out of the front seat. She's on around hour, left lane, overweight. Now in the right lane, speed 105. Right lane, speed 105. Back through it, one. What was it? We're going to be going tonight. He's going the wrong way. He's going the wrong way. Clear, he's going the wrong way. He's going the wrong way. Westbound and eastbound lanes coming up to Fowlerville. Westbound and eastbound lanes coming up to Fowlerville.
Dashcam footage shows the suspect crossing the median, driving the wrong way on the highway, and slowing down as if to taunt pursuing officers. Coordinating their efforts, the police eventually forced the SUV to spin near an on-ramp, bringing it to a stop.
Good. Confirming set. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Turn around! Hands up! Hands up! Get on the ground! 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 You got him?
Eventually, officers deployed a taser, subdued the suspect, and arrested him without further resistance. He was turned over to Bath Township, ending the dangerous chase. Disregard for the law and the lives of others always leads to avoidable tragedy.
On January 25, 2023, Florida Highway Patrol troopers received a report of burglary suspects from Lake Worth. After searching for some time, they located a vehicle matching the description. When lights and sirens were activated, the suspects failed to stop, initiating a pursuit. Confident they had the right suspects, the troopers were determined to bring the chase to an end. The suspect was driving recklessly, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road. Other vehicles were quickly swerving to get out of his way.
You might as well see if Morgan County has it up. They're probably going to be in their county before CDC notifies, so just throw mark. Don't be it. You're not going anywhere. Don't be it. You're probably be it. We'll be just passing back.
Due to heavy traffic, executing a pit maneuver wasn't a safe option to end the chase. Troopers were advising the suspect over the radio to pull over, warning that at speeds over 130 miles per hour, this was heading toward disaster.
Okay, 136, traffic still right. You're not going to be able to pull the pin on you on their duty, so you're not going to be able to do that.
The suspect continued his reckless driving and after a while tried to weave through traffic, causing an accident by hitting another car. The chase finally came to an end, but luckily the driver of the other vehicle was not injured.
Let me see your ass! Come here!
The suspects were successfully arrested and taken into custody. They face charges of reckless driving, fleeing, or attempting to elude law enforcement, aggravated assault, burglary, and endangerment.
On June 5, 2021, a high-speed chase erupted along RN-16 in Georgia after a deputy spotted a black Mazda traveling over 90 miles per hour without a license plate. When the deputy switched on his emergency lights to initiate a stop, the driver hit the accelerator instead, escalating the encounter into a dangerous pursuit. pursuit grew increasingly reckless, with speeds surging up to 118 miles per hour amid heavy traffic. With multiple vehicles on the road, the deputy determined that performing a pit maneuver would pose too great a risk to other motorists. The deputy made several attempts to get close enough to end the chase, but was repeatedly unsuccessful. Finally, when the driver tried to turn onto a side road, the deputy seized the moment and executed a successful pit maneuver, bringing the pursuit to an end. The precise pit maneuver brought the suspect's vehicle to a halt. Once the car was disabled, both suspects fled on foot. One was quickly apprehended by a K-9 unit, while the other was arrested shortly afterward. Both were later transported to the county jail to face related charges.
On March 7, 2024, California Highway Patrol officers were alerted to a stolen vehicle in Oakland, California. Within 15 minutes, an officer located a vehicle matching the description and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. However, the driver had other plans and chose to flee, prompting the officer to activate a pursuit. It quickly became evident that they had found the suspect they were looking for.
We have a vehicle taken off on us. Westbound East Street, past the Elmhurst, Georgia, Charles Adams Street.
Texas unit static. You have a vehicle taken off from you with the 1020.
Northbound 95th, past 8th Street. I have a, actually it's going to be a fake plate. Westbound 8th Street now. Westbound 8 Adams. 30.
Wait, no Electra, no front plate, light trucks, no pits. All units hold your traffic. Are you confirming you're in pursuit?
Got 2A firm. Still westbound past the 90th. Actually southbound 90th now. Either 20 miles an hour. No traffic.
Okay. Any units away. How many Electra? How many occupants?
Got 2 southbound 98. 2 occupants. BMA driver, BFA, passenger.
The chase came to an unexpected halt in a tunnel on San Leandro Street, where the stolen vehicle stopped, and the driver attempted to flee on foot. It's unclear whether the suspect ran out of fuel, experienced a mechanical failure, or crashed, but either way, the pursuit had reached its breaking point.
Trying to ascertain with Argus. Oh, we got a foot bell in the tunnel, San Leandro. But there's right here. Hey. Get it.
The suspect, identified as Edward Harris, was swiftly detained and arrested by officers after attempting to flee. Harris now faces a series of charges including resisting, obstructing, or delaying a peace officer, conspiracy to commit a crime, burglary, grand theft, receiving stolen property, motor vehicle, taking a vehicle without the owner's consent, evading law enforcement with wanton disregard for safety.
He just struck a Warrenville car.
On January 11th, 2023, a man from Merrillville, Indiana, was accused of having an argument with his girlfriend that escalated to the point where she was prevented from leaving their home. After the situation, she managed to contact the police, who responded quickly and located the suspect sitting in his Ford Explorer outside a gas station. When officers attempted to make contact and have the man step out of the vehicle, he suddenly reversed, jumped a curb, and sped off, initiating a pursuit.
Coming up to Condi. Back passenger tire starting to smoke. Just completely lost the rear tire. He's going to be sparking here soon. I'm getting hit with debris. Here he's going to turn right on Dayton. We're going westbound on Dayton. On Augusta, approaching route. Northbound Route 59, cutting off traffic, about to hit a semi. Did not make contact.
Officers were uncertain if the suspect was armed, but his reckless driving raised concerns for public safety, prompting them to escalate the pursuit's urgency. As a result, additional patrol cars joined the chase. During the pursuit, the suspect lost yet another tire, significantly hindering his ability to continue evading law enforcement.
I got you. And 020, he's moving into the northbound lanes. We're continuing southbound on 59. I got a unit driving that check. Passing Ridge, still southbound on 59. Traffic lanes as we approach Batavia. It's continuing in the northbound lanes, 59, moving back over the southbound lanes.
Adding to the suspect's reckless behavior, he chose to flee in the lane for oncoming traffic, all while driving a heavily damaged vehicle. This decision significantly increased the danger to every driver on the road, raising questions about whether officers could or should have acted sooner to bring the pursuit to a safer conclusion.
Do we want to try and box him in at all? We're in the southbound lanes. Southbound lanes coming up to Butterfield. Ford Explorer, Indiana plate, A Alpha J Julia, L Lima 818. Passing through Parkway, still southbound.
Is that ISP chopper on a new page?
Up here, we got a lot of traffic. He's not going to have anywhere to go if we can box him in from getting on it.
With heavy traffic, officers were left with only one option: to box in the suspect and bring the vehicle to a stop. Alternatively, if the road ahead cleared, a pit maneuver could also be executed.
just struck a Warrenville car. West Chicago, 020, he just struck me. Yeah, he just struck me. He's indicating he's stopping. He's indicating he's stopping.
The suspect struck officers' vehicles multiple times before finally coming to a stop and being taken into custody. The officers of West Chicago demonstrated their commitment to the safety of their residents through their persistence and professionalism in handling this situation. Domestic violence is a critical issue that requires collective awareness and action. All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
On January 8, 2023, a Florida Highway Patrol officer spotted a white Kia speeding on I-295 South in Jacksonville, Florida, weaving in and out of traffic without signaling. The car's sudden speed and sharp turns sparked a chaotic, dangerous chase through the streets. The Kia weaved violently through traffic, swerving and nearly clipping other vehicles as police closed in. Sharp turns, median crossings, and sudden U-turns tested the officer's skill and nerve. Every second was tense, leaving onlookers on edge, hearts racing with suspense. After a long, tense pursuit, the decisive moment arrived when the car veered into the woods and crashed into a tree. But the chaos didn't end there. The driver and passengers immediately fled, forcing police to resume the high-stakes chase on foot. After a brief pursuit on foot, the driver, Jason Myers, and his passenger were quickly apprehended. A search of the vehicle revealed 3 loaded firearms, including a Glock 19, a stolen Glock 22, and an AK-47. Myers, uncooperative at the scene, was arrested and later transported to the Duval County Jail.
Making a right turn on my...
On August 17, 2024, along Highway 138 SE, a Georgia State Patrol officer spotted a black SUV racing by at more than 60 miles per hour, nearly twice the posted speed limit. The officer immediately activated the emergency lights and initiated a pursuit, but the driver had no intention of stopping.
Have some commerce. Just try to brake check me on the pit. Still brake checking me on the pit. Townsend Mount Zion Road. Making a right turn on Mount Zion. Heading east on Mount Zion Road.
As the police signaled for the vehicle to stop, the driver suddenly hit the accelerator, speeding away and running the red light. Sirens echoed down Jonesboro Road as the SUV's speed climbed past 90 miles per hour. Just as officers prepared to execute a decisive pit maneuver, the driver abruptly pulled over in front of a house and came to a stop. After the vehicle came to a stop, officers quickly surrounded it and pulled the driver out to place him under arrest. The suspect was later identified as Brian Hunter, who was taken to the Clayton County Jail on multiple felony charges. This incident serves as a reminder that ignoring the law, even for a moment, can cost you your future.
On the afternoon of April 8, 2024, the Ohio State Highway Patrol received information about a stolen vehicle taken from Cleveland Hopkins Airport. The vehicle, described as a red pickup truck, was reported to be traveling toward Interstate 76 in Butler County, Pennsylvania. An Ohio State trooper positioned himself ahead of the pursuit to intercept the suspect.
What do you have there? 76 East, 234 over 8. It's coming into heavy traffic. He's passing on the berms.
We're calling PSP.
Office 13, light traffic still. 950 Cleveland View, check for aviation if possible.
Approaching the intersection, the trooper was informed the suspect vehicle was heading in his direction. He carefully moved forward, positioning himself to intercept and block the suspect.
Street 114, still southbound, passing exit 14. Oh my God.
The moment the trooper spotted the suspect's vehicle, he immediately realized it was traveling at high speed. The trooper quickly maneuvered his patrol car and struck the side of the suspect's vehicle. The collision disabled both vehicles, with the suspect's truck flipping over and coming to rest upside down.
31 South Ave and 224.
Southbound milepost 58.
Yeah, I'm okay. You all right?
Immediately after the crash, nearby motorists rushed over to assist both the trooper and the suspect. The trooper sustained minor injuries, while the suspect appeared to be more seriously hurt and was trapped inside the vehicle.
Yeah. Any injuries for her? Other than shoulder, that's all I've heard so far.
Yeah, think that'll work?
With the help of additional units, the suspect was safely removed from the vehicle and transported to the hospital for treatment. The suspect was identified as 23-year-old Mikhail Scruggs, who now faces charges of failure to comply, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, and aggravated assault. In Pennsylvania, court records show Scruggs is also charged with receiving stolen property, criminal mischief, fleeing or attempting to elude police, reckless endangerment, reckless driving, careless driving, and several minor traffic offenses.
In July 2020, the Ohio Highway Patrol received a report of a reckless driver on I-75. The truck refused to stop, speeding through Cincinnati and onto I-71 and I-275. Police quickly located the vehicle and launched a high-speed pursuit across multiple highways. The driver ignored repeated police orders to stop, barreling down the road at terrifying speeds and putting everyone nearby at risk. He drove recklessly across the median and even headed the wrong way, threatening countless lives. Could police end the chase before disaster struck?
Work this out. What lane at the end? We're getting... You see right here? Towards 52. Right lane. Right lane.
The driver held his wife hostage, backing up repeatedly, ramming police vehicles, and swerving into oncoming lanes, putting countless lives at risk. With the stop strip disabled and speeds reaching 80 miles per hour, a catastrophic crash seemed imminent. Finally, a police officer fired a .50 caliber round into the engine, disabling the truck. After the car came to a stop, the driver pressed a knife to his own neck, but police quickly deployed a stun gun to subdue and arrest him. His wife was safely rescued and taken to the hospital for treatment, while the driver was booked into Hamilton County Jail on multiple felony charges.
19-year-old girl was spotted weaving between lanes and tossing unknown items out of her window. Officers quickly found the behavior suspicious and decided to pull her over for a quick chat.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, sorry. What's up?
You said you were coming from Dancers?
The driver, a stripper at a bar called Dancers, admitted to texting her boyfriend while driving. But things quickly escalated when the officer noticed the strong odor of alcohol coming from the vehicle. Her speech was slurred, her eyes glazed over, and it was clear this stop was about to become much more serious.
What time did you get off at Dancers?
11.
11?
It's an hour and a half away.
You got off at 11? It's 10:23 right now.
Really? Oh, well, I was supposed to get off at 11, but no, I live in Lake Mary, so I was supposed to get off at 11, but I got off a little bit later.
You mean a little bit earlier?
King Rick? Yes, sorry.
Did you have anything to drink?
No, I'm 19.
You're 19?
I cannot drink at the strip club, nothing.
Nothing?
No.
You sure?
Don't get on my eyelashes, bro.
The light will hurt your eyelashes?
No, but they falling off.
From the lights?
No, they've been falling off.
Oh, they look like they're okay.
The officer suspected she may have had a bit more to drink than she should, especially after she couldn't even say what time it was. That was a red flag. So officers decided it was time for a field sobriety test to see just how impaired she really was.
Well, hold on. We're gonna start.
I'm cold.
Okay. Do you wear any glasses or contacts?
I do.
You do? Are you wearing contacts right now?
No.
No?
I'm sorry, I'm chilling. But I'm
okay.
cold.
You're gonna.
Let's just walk in a straight line and I'll be good.
Well, that's not even. I haven't even told you the exercise that I'm doing yet. So you gotta.
I'm cold.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
cold.
Just follow with your eyes. Now move your head.
Like this one. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bro, come on. This is ridiculous.
According to officers, she failed the test, and it was pretty clear. She struggled with the leg stand. That's when the officer decided to place her under arrest, but that's not where the story ends, not for her. She decided to give it one last shot to get herself out of the situation.
Y'all can check me. I don't care if y'all are male, bro.
We got plenty of female officers around to do that.
I'm good, bro. Check me. I don't care.
Right,
I'm giving authorization to you. I've been in the legal field. I'm going to school. I got a paralegal license.
That's awesome.
Yes. So y'all can check me. Yes. I want to get my own office. Also check me, please. I'm giving you authorization
There's plenty of female officers.
But I don't want to wait for that. I just want to go home. But because you're a male, you can't search me.
We're not going to search you.
Why not? I gave you authorization to.
Well, I'm not going to do that,
Well, I like men. Come on, just search me.
What's up?
The woman asked the officer to search her, something they obviously couldn't do. But when they searched her vehicle instead, that's when things took a turn. Inside, officers found a firearm and a large stash of cash. She was ultimately charged with DUI and sentenced to 9 months of probation.